Good morning, everybody. So one of my projects today is to take down the last of our birdhouses. So we made these when we moved here 10 years ago, and the last of them are coming down today. And it's been quite an odyssey, quite a learning journey, and one that we have decided to throw the towel in on. This is not our best experiment here, and it's not our strength, and so that's something that we are not going to participate in anymore, other than letting nature create the natural cavities, which I know are not abundant. And so hopefully with time they will become more abundant here. And so I wanted to just tell you quickly why we're doing that, so that maybe you can learn from us. You can see we have a lot of effort in here. I mean, these are homemade birdhouses, and the stovepipe and lids were made by us to keep predators out, which worked for a long time, and then one year they just didn't work. And raccoons climbed all of them and ate the baby birds out. And you can also see, if you have birdhouses, that I have hole reducers on them now. And all this came about because we started the birdhouses when we moved here because there were bluebirds and tree swallows everywhere, and we put up one over near our first pond, and the bluebirds and tree swallows fought over it. Oh my gosh. So we added more, and we ended up with about 8 paired here at our house, and then spread out as we were just experimenting and learning. And we had bluebirds and tree swallows nest definitely the first year, maybe even the second and third. And then we started feeding birds, artificially feeding them with sunflower seed and other things, and mixed seeds too. And I know a lot of people say, don't feed the mixed seeds because you'll attract the sparrows. And you do. I mean, we totally got house sparrows, but you also get all the other sparrows. Song sparrows, tree sparrows, white-throated sparrows, chipping sparrows, all kinds of really interesting sparrows that are also native to the United States. And so we wanted to do that, but I think what really tipped the scales here at our place is that we got chickens, and neighbors got chickens, and all of a sudden just around here livestock increased dramatically, including pigs and ducks and just about everything you can imagine. The cows were here, so I don't know if they affected it much, but I think it was the other ones, the addition of the birds, that just made the house sparrow population grow and grow and grow. And so they moved into the boxes, and you all know that they are pretty aggressive about their nests. A lot of birds are, and so they of course outcompeted the bluebirds and the tree swallows. And we did everything. We removed the eggs, we removed the nests, and everything resulted in retaliation. So we still had some bluebirds nesting at that time, and the house sparrows killed them. And then so it was just one problem after another, and we aren't willing to trap the house sparrows. That's just not our strong point. And so I recognize that if you're a good bluebird landlord, as everyone likes to say, you're not going to let the house sparrows take over. So we did the fishing line and everything to deter house sparrows. No dice. None of them worked. Not one bit. And so one year I was super stressed out because there were so many house sparrows in all the box, which I greatly admire and respect. And I know many of you hate them. I understand it. But also they're enduring their own situation. I don't know if you've read about what's going on in their homeland, but their numbers are plummeting. So that might be happening here. We don't know. It's definitely a place of concern because they are such a common bird. So read up on that. And you can respect them as animals anyways, as birds, because they do a pretty amazing job with their families. Obviously, they're hugely detrimental to our native cavity nesting birds. So that year that I was stressing out about all these house sparrows in the boxes was the year the raccoons climbed them all and ate all the babies. It was very weird. It was almost like I wished it on them. So then I put hole reducers on so that house sparrows couldn't get in, but then neither could bluebirds or tree swallows because they all need about the same entry size hole. So house wrens can nest in here now, and they have, but they are also very territorial and they will kill other cavity nesting birds. Now house wrens, I adore. Steve adores. They're native. You cannot mess with them. So don't. Even if you want bluebirds in your box, they are protected by the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. So I realized I was also hurting the other cavity nesters around by attracting in so many house wrens with these boxes. So today I'm going to cut off the wire that binds these boxes. I'm going to set them on the ground, and I'm going to let the little mice that live in here through the winter, there's just a couple in a couple of the boxes, move out when they're ready, and then we're not going to have artificial nest boxes up anymore for birds. So that's our story, and it is what it is. So that's why we are growing all these other plants and trees and encouraging snags and tree holes anywhere possible. If you have anything you want to share, let us know, but please don't school us on it. That's the only thing I ask. This has been such an odyssey. We have really tried everything, and I'm just not going to kill them. And so for those of you that want to do that, you go ahead and do that. For us, taking them down is the best path forward, and maybe the bluebirds and tree swallows will come back. And we're going to stop feeding this summer, which will be also kind of hard and sad, but we have the house finch eye conjunctivitis up here, and that's spreading, and that's not cool. So we need to get the birds to disperse to keep them safe because we love them so very much.